better than the bottom. So much better. Maybe use a window shopper. You mad at me? I think I know why. Nigga use a window shopper. In the jewelry store looking at shit you can't buy. Nigga use a window shopper. You the shit, trying to get a test drive. Nigga use a window shopper. Mad as fuck when you see me ride by. Summertime, white Porsche Carrera is milky. I'm on the grind, let my paper stack when I'm filthy. It's funny how niggas get the screw facing at me. Anyhow, they ain't got the heart to get at me. I get down south side the hood that I come from. So I don't cruise through nobody hood without my gun. They know the kid.
Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another one. This video is going to be slightly different from the other videos. Let's see what's coming up in today's show. We're on an absolute mission to expose as many cheats as possible. Archangel and PIB card get absolutely humiliated and embarrassed. Z Hated One gets completely exposed for being the little geek pussy that he is. This weird Raby looking motherfucker keeps making me do things I don't want to do. We're going to be giving away $10,000 to the first player that can prove that Destiny is stealing clips. We're not pulling any punches when it comes to exposing Draw. I'm going to be exposing all my Smurf accounts, and I'm going to take you guys through a full tutorial of all the clips that I own. And lastly, the GL posse get proper fucked. What's going on, boys and girls? First of all, I just want to take this opportunity to thank every single player that subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much for all the comments everyone makes. I'm just putting up on the screen just a few comments from some of the regular viewers, some of the long-term subscribers. Of course, I haven't got room to put absolutely everyone on here, but it's good to see you guys comment. I read every single comment, and sometimes it takes me a while to get back to people, but be patient, I will get to you eventually. Now, Mr. Sonny Montana, there's been a few comments on the channel saying that the person in question could have been leading you on. Now, I just want to get to the bottom of this, bro. I've obviously sent you messages and the screenshots from the conversation. I did ask you for a response. Unfortunately, you blocked me. Now, all I'm saying is if you have screenshots or messages that state you were being led on or anything like that, then you need to get in contact with us, put your side across. And just from my own personal perspective, if you were led on, it must have been one hell of a lead on. Unless she said something like, why don't I get these two big melons out and you can perform the motorboat, for example, just saying, that would kind of warrant you to talk about your dick.
What were they like anyway? They look pretty good. Are they real? Are they built for speed or for comfort? What'd you do with them? Motorboat? You play the motorboat? You motorboating son of a bitch, you old sailor, you. Where is she? She's still in the house?
Okay, let's see who's first. Who's going to be the lucky player? Oh wow, so we have an off radar, and it's Sir Lord Pig, who is Helix Ghost. To be honest, that name kind of suits, dude. I mean, you play like a pig, so I mean, to be honest, if I played like you, I'd cheat as well, to be quite fair. As you can see, Lord Pig is off radar and dynamite arrows are going straight through him. Wow. And now he's he's off radar in a defensive glitch also. Maybe you need just a little bit of extra help, to be honest. Okay, who have we got next? Man, what the fuck? What's this guy's problem? This guy's like f***ing, I don't know, like invisible or something like that. There must be a glitch where you can go in one of the events and that happens. Wow, what the f*** is going on here? Okay, Lucinda Dark. That is the wife of Jin. Obviously cheating runs in the family, quite clearly. Obviously we don't blame Lucinda Dark, because can you imagine having to make sure everything's absolutely perfect? Like dinner has to be on the table at 6 p.m. every night, or else. I couldn't imagine living under such harsh conditions. I mean, I'm not trying to say there's spousal abuse going on there. I'm guaranteeing spousal abuse is going on there. Okay, so we've got Regenius there, lag switching. Okay, so who's next here? Oh, okay, yeah, everyone knows this dude. Lag switcher, needs no introduction, get fucked. This dude's just a standard off radar. Again, I don't know why new players want to even go off radar. You're getting clapped by clean players that know exactly what they're doing, and they will target you. Remember dudes, at least 75% of all these clips are brought to you by the PvP police. Myself and the PvP police are united in the fight against cheaters, exploiters. It doesn't matter what you want to call it. These players want to glitch cheat. Now the rules and regulations we go by, we're going to put up on the screen so everyone knows what the definition of an actual gaming cheat is, because as you guys are probably aware, we have a lot of, I guess you could say, retarded people that seem to think it's not cheating, and they don't understand what guidelines we're going by. Well, these are the guidelines we're going by, and that is cheaters that use any type of exploit, glitch or anything like that on players that are not using it and that probably don't even know about it. It's cheating. Using any devices, Cronus, lag switching, dudes, it's cheating. You'd have to be a real to not understand that simple concept.
Hello, Destiny. I want to play a game. Ha 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 ha. You have 24 hours to grief as many players as possible. But you can't kill anybody. Ha 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 ha. Flawless. Sonic! Hello, Destiny. Hello, Destiny. Sonic! I want to play a game. Hello, Destiny. Sonic! What's your favorite scary movie? Disqualified! Ah, ha, 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 ha. Flawless! Ha, 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 ha.
This idiot here, I'm not even sure they know where they are. Look at the state of that. Man, I'd be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed if I was that player. It's good work here by these guys. These guys, like I said, they're hunting people every single day on this game. That's what it's all about. Surprise, surprise, it's Wolvie back with the lag switch. Congratulations. I mean, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that that you feel the need to use a device because you're basically. I mean, that's what happens when Destiny makes someone his bitch. That's exactly what happens. Cheap ass player. Oh well, we've got an off radar that's also using incendiaries. You know what? Their game's tight, man. Their game's tight. Okay, let's see who we got here. What Fraggle is this? Oh wow, Z hated one. Wow. Whoa, that's definitely not a lag switch, is it? Z hated one. Or is this... Hold on a sec. What the fuck's going on now? Again, you know, this guy clearly, this retard clearly just wants some sort of notoriety or attention or something like that, because he's clearly a weak ass player. Again, I don't know how many times I've made this player my but clearly they're not competing with the better players on their level, so they're just doing this bullshit. Oh, so we've got an off radar that's also using incendiaries. Man, these players absolutely suck. How can you sit there and pretend like you know how to play the game when you need to cheat? CQ8B. Yeah, off radar, dude. Let's see what's going on with this dude. Yeah, we got a lag switcher. We got a lag switcher. Wow. 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 Okay, now moving forwards with the show, there's a certain posse called BDS. I guarantee by the time this video's ended, they're going to be crying their eyes out. Reason being is they don't like losing to Destiny. Apart from a couple of clipped kills, they've probably lost around about 60 matches to me now. And amongst their clipped kills, no one can get any scorecard from them. Now, for a posse that clearly knows what my Smurfs are, and we're going to be exposing those Smurfs today on the account that BDS have accused me of stealing clips and lying on my channel. So today we're going to be exposing my Smurfs and the fact that I've got the rights to the game clips. I'm the one playing, I'm the one clipping it. Now, just before we move forwards with cheaters, the one thing that sticks out to me is I'm one of the only players that provides all the clips, all the video footage and the scorecard. Now, if you guys make a couple of clipped kills, where's the scorecard that goes with that then? Oh no, sorry, you can't, because you come in 7th position. Now, since BDS are accusing me of lying and just making up clips or stealing clips, we're going to be offering a $10,000 reward to any player that can expose that I've been stealing their clips. Now, I'll make it easy for you. Contact me on Xbox, send me the clip, the exact identical clip that I've stolen from that main account, and I'll expose myself on this channel and I'll pay you $10,000. That's how that's going to work. Okay guys, we need to look at this really quickly, and this is for all the intelligent people that are in the community. Now, what do you see here when you look at Wolvie's phrases that he's using? Now, this is the way intelligent people are going to look at this, Wolvie. Now, you're using the phrase "f it." Now, that's a slur for a homosexual person. Now, if you look at the beginning part of your sentence, it says, eat my c***. Yeah? This is correct, yes? This is what you've put on the screen. However, you do realise, if the word f*** insinuates a homosexual person, you're basically asking homosexual men to suck on your c***, like that's what you enjoy. So that kind of equals that you're a homosexual. Now, what you do in your private time, dude, it's down to you. But this guy from France is basically saying he's a homosexual. Now, have I read that wrong? Or is he asking for homosexuals to suck on his Listen, dude, if you enjoy men doing that to you, listen, I'm not here to judge. Okay, we've reached that special part of the show again where we get to expose players like Narkangel and PIB Card. Now, if everyone remembers correctly, in the last video I asked Archangel to grow a set of nuts, come and say it to my face. What he actually did was he grew a tiny set of nuts and decided to produce this scorecard. Now, this scorecard did not consist of me, my Smurfs, or anything like that. I questioned Narkangel on the situation and he told me that apparently I am Maroon Kamel. Now, every single high-level player knows who Maroon Kamel is. However, that certainly didn't stop these two idiots from going around talking about how they've been beating me up, how they've beaten me in a shootout. This is pretty embarrassing.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying.
They've actually been convincing all of their friends that they're up on me, that they've been farming me, and all this made up bullshit. Now, I've tried to be humble about this situation, but this is flatline f***ing embarrassing. Can you imagine going around celebrating a victory to all your friends, probably getting your parents involved, and it turns out you were farming another player? Now, in regards to Maroon Kamel, me and Maroon Kamel go back about 2 years now. As you can see, here's a scorecard with me and Maroon in the exact same shootout. And as I said before, every high level player knows who this player is. The only jabronis that don't know who he is are the noobs like Narkangel and Fibcard. Now, apart from this scorecard, there's no proof that they were actually farming Maroon Kamel. There's no video footage that goes with this. And I think these dudes just wanted to kind of jump on the hype train. They wanted to mention my name because they think it makes them more important. And it's kind of like what I said before. Players like this that are absolute nobodies will mention my name to try to boost their own character's profile on Instagram and things like that. But how embarrassing. All your friends are now going to laugh at you. I'm not being funny, but if you run around a showdown, how about that player there is Destiny Shoots? Oh, actually, that player there is Destiny Shoots. And I'm pretty much just going to go around to everyone stating that that's Destiny Smurf account and I've been farming him. Now, I know that sounds retarded to the rest of the community, but to these nobody players, I'm sure it means absolutely everything. I'm not being funny, but Narkangel is a fucking noob. All he knows on this game is to do a CVC with PIB. I am 85% better than what this player is. This guy is a delusional idiot. Now, the reason why we call this player Narkangel is because this guy was on the mic with me for about 3 hours, and for 3 hours straight he done nothing but narc on all of his friends. It's fucking embarrassing. And as for PIB Card, not being funny, but you've actually changed your gamer tag due to this level of embarrassment.
Stop fucking lying. Always lying to me. You lying so much. I know it's not making it hard for me.
Yeah. Let's take them back. Uh-huh.
It looks like everyone... this dude's not on the radar. Wow. Standard kill. Standard.
Daddy ain't around, probably out committing felonies. My favorite rapper
Oh, there goes Mosquito. Got taken out, dude. Oh man, not this loser again. This guy's a piece of shit. And there's we're going to be exposing this player obviously in this video, but some players actually come forward and said that this player is me. How can you confuse this player with me? You need to be retarded to do that. Z-Hated One cannot fight on this game, that's why he cheats. Oh wow, we got Octizzy. Octizzy's back. Oh wow, Octizzy was clearly trolling players. Thought he could get away with it, and he got clapped. Okay, let's see who we've got up next. Wow, what a shot that was. Fantastic shot. Brilliant shot. Oh wow, typical lag switcher. Idiot. Yeah, so according to GL, none of this is cheating whatsoever. This is absolutely fair. All of these are GL, and this is absolutely fair. So as you can see, that one was off radar. Some excellent shooting by that player. Good movement. Unfortunately, this cheating piece of shit seems to think it's necessary to lag switch, which is not cheating, by the way. That's coming from all the retards at GL. This dude here is also off the radar. Again, it's not cheating according to the special needs department over there at GL. As you can see there, another off radar, put to sleep. Stupid little GL player. And we've got Jin. Absolutely fantastic. Look at the state of this world-class cheater. Again, just another idiot on this game. I'm not sure if people realise, but Jin and his wife are in their mid-40s, pushing towards their 50s, and this is the they're doing. They're out there trolling other kids that play this game, using lag switches. There's definitely no spousal abuse going on here. Now, moving on to other matters, let's have a conversation about Rogue GL, or I am Rogue. Now, this individual seems to think that Destiny is going to partake in a 15 versus 1. And Rogue GL also seems to think that we're making up lies, and all the clips that members of the community have been sending in terms of GL and Death Herald, they're all just one big lie, and it's all, I don't know, photoshopped. So I've got a question for I am Rogue. Are you currently taking your medication? It sounds like someone's fallen off the wagon to me. So basically, you're accusing the community of sending in fabricated videos on someone that's using defensive glitch, off radar glitch, invisible glitch, lag switching and booting. You're basically saying that the community is lying about it, and get this, guys, everyone apparently is lying about it because Death Herald is a better player. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to be starting up a mental health policy. So any players that have fallen off the wagon or not taking their medication or suffer from hallucinations or delusions, we're going to put you under the Destiny Shoots Mental Health Act. So you can get around the clock help. You can get in touch with the Samaritans if you want to. Now, I wonder what would happen if the GL posse come into my house. I'm talking about a shootout series with Destiny. And you know what I hope, Rogue? I really, really hope that you don't get 4-0'd by me. And I really, really hope that I don't slaughter your entire posse on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. So, Rogue, what you going to say now? Oh, you've got nothing to say. While I'm on the subject, what's going on with this scorecard? So you went 2-6, and you want to have a serious conversation with me about the best players on this game. And further to the point, why don't you ask your boy, Def Herald, what's going on here? Because it's quite clear to me that this dude is getting f***ed up and farmed. What's going on with his score here? Because I'm in first position here. So what happened to the GL posse being all powerful and all this made up bullshit? Yeah, but you step into my house and you all get f***ed up. That's exactly what happened. Okay, so these are all 4 of my accounts, 1 main and 3 Smurfs. Apparently I've got about 1,000 Smurfs, according to everyone else. I'm going to take you guys through a few of the clips from like the last 3 or 4 videos.
Even longer with 4 holes in a room.
Now, this clip previewed in the intro to this video. Now, I'm just going to show a couple more from my recent videos. We basically fought this posse. About 5 of their players were cheating. There were 2 off radars. I'm not sure what this clip's actually about. One thing I also do, some of you guys can do it as well, just to keep your clips safe. I'll load into the game on the Smurf account. I'll then just add my Destiny Shoots account and make the clips from my Destiny Shoots account. Now, as you can see, like most posse battles, it's turned into a 2 versus 1, and one of them's off radar, and the member of VO obviously is standing right next to him. Basically they're all cheating, so. And this is the same thing, 2 versus 1. It didn't really bother me though, because none of them were actually getting anywhere. If anything, I was pushing both of them back. Now, I'm not saying I want smoke with anyone here. Obviously, if you want smoke, just ask, not a problem. Again, this one's just a standard corner paint. Pretty much everything I've been teaching to the subscribers over the last 18 months. I'm going to wind this one forwards. I actually think this is the off radar. I think I just one-tapped him real quick. Yeah. Some players that play off radar, they're not very good, clearly. This is where that VO member was on the rooftop, so we'll skip past that. This one was actually quite interesting, this clip, because the other player is actually very good, but he's using hat reattach during combat. So you'll see now, this is the second time I've just shot his hat off, and now I've got to shoot him again just to kill him. So I've had to hit him 3 times in the head, and throughout that period he hit me once in the head. So I'm tagging him 3 times and he's only tagging me once. So what does that tell you? Not only are we beating these players playing cleanly, and they're obviously using exploits like hat reattach, but if we both wasn't wearing hats, it would be one-sided because I'm more consistent with hitting him with headshots. Now, this is a scorecard from the last showdown I won. It's got EA Killer, Tussies, There's a few names in there, and obviously this shows Maroon Kamel, so I'm not trying to say I'm up on Maroon Kamel, I'm just showing that I can't be 2 players at once, can I? This is me just whipping tussies. You're going to see this coming up shortly. So this is going to be part of exposing Z Hated One. Again, this is the same lobby as the scorecard you just witnessed. Same players, EA Killer, Z Hated One, and I'm Martha at the top. So if I just show you guys this scorecard, and it's just another scorecard that Z Hated One rage quit because he couldn't win. Let's see some clips of me killing this player again. For any players that are confused and seem to think that I am Z Hated One, I'm quite clearly not. Well, I hate to be the one that says this, but there's clearly a complete difference in skill level. I'm not sure if anyone else can see that, but it's quite clear to me. How can you get me confused with a player like this? Anyway, whatever, that match, he rage quit because he couldn't win. Now, intro 3, this is what I believe you're trying to say that I'm lying about and making up. This and some other clips we're about to come on to. But yeah, this must be bad. Imagine getting clapped like intro 3 right on the bell. This pushed him into 4th position as well. So there was your chance, bro. You know what my Smurfs are. You've had hundreds of opportunities to beat me, but you can't. If you want me to expose you in front of thousands of people for actually lying, that's not a problem. I'm pretty sure there's a reason why you're called Lie BDS. This one's just a random shootout, guys. Again, I'm just showing that it's me. Now, this is more on BDS. This is more to do with exposing their players. We received a lot of complaints by players in the lobby saying that BDS were griefing. So I've obviously gone over there with the crew just to see what's going on. Now, I didn't get between BDS and the players they were griefing. I just stood to the side, as you can see. Clearly the other players are trying to fight back. And so I thought, well, if I'm not standing between the 2 players, if he's griefing, then he's going to shoot me, and he did. So as you can see, I'm reloading my weapon. I've shot him straight in the hat. He's realised, shit, this player's pretty good. And what's he done? He's run away to reattach his hat. He literally run away from me to reattach the hat. What does that tell you? These BDS players, that's what's happening. I'm clearly getting the better of them. Then they run miles away from me to reattach their hat, and that equals you are running away from me because I'm a stronger player. Now this is a corner paint, I believe. Because they were griefing players, we started griefing them. Whoever said I wasn't a hero? How about that for a corner paint? So intro 3, am I making this up then? Because apparently these are the clips that you're saying, all of them, that I've been stealing. They're not really my clips, and this never really happened. This is you running towards me with 5 other players. That's me shooting you directly in the face. All 5 of your players were scared of us. That's why you were hiding away, too scared to come near us. Same thing happened here. they tried to neutralize me using 3 of their players. So this is a 3-on-1 and this 1 RDS player. I'm still kicking your asses. Again, this is that legendary shot on Venus BDS where I was demonstrating the face shot to everybody. Again, just to show you guys, no one's making anything up. Okay, this one's just a random shootout. I've got no idea why this was even clipped. What a shot that was. So this must be that CVC that I was lying about. This is definitely not Venus BDS running back at me about 5 times in a row and getting clapped 5 times in a row. All of this is a big lie, including this clip you're seeing directly from my Xbox. Not just that, but at some point, obviously the BDS crew knew they were playing with Destiny. At one point, Venus BDS got all gassed up, got all hyped up, and he came back to me deliberately 4 times in a row, and I killed him 4 times in a row. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to put that embarrassment in the next video. Okay, this is going to be the last clip. This player, again, another gassed up player, talking about how much better than me he is. He'll probably start accusing me of stealing clips as well, so you can see it directly from my Xbox. Okay, which member of Draw should we pick on this week? Rube? I tell you what, why don't you sit your ass down, enjoy your popcorn. We all know what happened when I walked into a showdown, whipped your ass 3-0 and took the first place. Weren't quite quick enough, were ya, bitch? Now this week, just for argument's sake, we're gonna go after Tussie, or as I like to call, Tushy. But like I said in the last video, we're not done with Sensei, not yet. Let's talk about Sensei's lag switch. Now, not a lot of people know this, but Sensei's got a massive secret, don't you? Because we only started chasing Sensei about 18 months ago on the basis that he uses a lag switch. Now, he's used this lag switch repeatedly, he's used it in showdowns. This player got a notorious reputation for being a lag switcher. Now, more importantly, what's the score between me and you, Sensei, in showdowns? Because me and you have played in 4 separate showdowns together. Oh, is it 4-0 to me? That's right, it's 4-0 to me. And guess what? I'm also including this showdown. You remember the showdown where, once again, I told you from the beginning that I was going to win, just like every other showdown we've played in, called it before it happened. And again, when you come across me in the shootout, what happened? Oh, that's right, you overused your lag switch and you lagged yourself out of the session. Now, on to Tushy. Now, Tushy's got reason to be upset with me, haven't you, Tushy? Why is that? Oh, it's because I kicked your ass, went 3-0 on you and took the first place and MVP. But most importantly, what happened after I was done kicking your ass? What did you accuse me of? Oh, you accused me of cheating, didn't you? Because you lost. I mean, we're talking about a desperate, pathetic player that because they can't beat me, they start crying and accusing of cheating.
Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me.
love of the underdogs on top. And I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop.
Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere. So you can get to know me. On the grill of my low rider, guns on both sides, right above the gold wires. I 4-5, kill a nigga on my song and really do it. That's the true meaning of a ghost rider. 10 G's to take your daughter out of Air Forces. Believe you me, homie, I know all about losses. I'm from Compton where the wrong colors be cautious. One phone call, I had your body dumped in Marcy. I stay strapped like car seats, been banging since my little nigga Rob got killed for his Barclays. That's 10 years, I told Pooh in 95, I'll kill you if you try to fill my Air Max 95s. Told Banks when I met him I'ma ride, and if I gotta die, I'd rather homicide. I ain't had 50 cent when my grandmama died, now I'm going back to Cali with my Jacob on. See how time fly.
The underdogs on top, and I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop.
Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me.
Lead to the love of the underdogs on top, and I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop.
Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me.
From the beginning to the end, lose is lose, win is win, this is real. We ain't got to pretend the cold world that we
Now,
in.
none of these members of Draw are actually saying who they are. That's absolutely fine. Draw equals XP. So this player, Tussie, can hide behind this account, so on and so forth. No one gives a shit. You're a weaker player. Now, the reason why we're talking about these showdown scores is quite simple. These are real matches. These are not practice sessions, are they? So if that's the case, what's your excuse for losing? You haven't got one. Your only excuse you've got is I must be cheating. That's the only possible reason why you lost. Now, this brings me on to the next embarrassment member of Draw. I'm talking about Tetchy, another weaker player that wanted to CVC me. What happened, Tetchy? Oh, that's right. I went 3-1 on you. Yeah, CVC number 1. What happened in CVC number 2? I went 6-1 on your ass, didn't I? What happened afterwards, Tetchy? Oh, that's right. You stopped playing Red Dead Online and decided to retire.
Out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, so it's drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like them and them, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Bro, you watch how I move.
Now, I wonder who this piece of shit is. Let me tell you about this piece of shit. This guy comes to me trying to lay down the law, telling me how much better he is than me. He'd farm me, I'm trash, and all this bull. When I went into an event and spotted Tussie and this little dipshit the same posse, I went up on this player 3-0. Afterwards, I declared who I was to this player. I said I'd recorded the whole thing and I just went 3-0 on them. Now, once again, from a player that's been talking pretty big on how trash I am, how he can beat me easy, he got fucked up pretty simple here. Now, it had to be every single excuse in the world, and one of the excuses he used was it must have been a third-party kill because I'm clearly not facing you or looking at you when you're killing me. I mean, again, I'm not sure if this is mental health or hallucinations or delusions, but this player got and farmed and embarrassed. This player can keep hiding on this account, but this account is going to get pasted absolutely everywhere. Now, in the next video, we're going to go after Scabby, we're going to go after iPuppy, we're pretty much going after everybody. And remember, all of this content has been made possible by cheater Zizan, who decided to blow himself up 16 times, didn't want to take any accountability for it. And I've got a question for Zizan. In what showdown have you ever beat me in? In fact, what planet can you ever compete with me? Every single time I've walked into a showdown and your name's on the scoreboard, you're always coming in some dodgy position. You're not boxing with the top players. You're a little ass player. That's exactly why you have to blow yourself up. Okay, let's talk about this comment that I received a few days ago from Al1. Now, clearly this guy is a BDS fan. He must be, because he's upset that I keep talking about BDS, which is fantastic. Now, this reads, I don't understand why you play with so many accounts. Actually, you are playing with the hated one. That's fantastic. Just killing low levels, randoms, but against strong players like King Coco, EA Killer, who is BCD Lord, Intro 3, who is Lai BDS, Noctiz, who is Anuki, and MH7S, you are nothing. Okay, so again, we're going to come back to this. It then states, then you look very fan of BDS, etc, etc, or maybe you wish to join their crew. Well, I retired their crew, so I can't join a crew that I personally retired. You're telling me they don't exist anymore. However, I'm the reason why they don't exist anymore. So I'm showing lies to people on this channel. What lies am I showing? So let's just start with the first one. I've got so many accounts. Okay, so I have 3 Smurf accounts, 1 male and 2 females, but the male one is about to go. Females, they're just a little bit more swift than the male characters, not by much, but I just prefer female characters. Any high level players or PvP players on this game will know that there's just something better about the female characters and the movement than the male characters. All of these players that you've mentioned, first of all, King Coco. I've consistently beat King Coco repeatedly. Okay, you don't seem to want to look at my playlist of showdowns. You'll quite clearly see that I've been in a lot of competitive matches with King Coco. Now, again, you're speaking on another player's behalf and you're saying that they're strong players. Unfortunately, my opinion is that yes, King Coco is a veteran player. He's a good player. He's also notorious for chugging tier 3 tonics and minty game. Noctis, who is Anuki, bro, do you know how many times I've beaten this piece of shit on the board, this weak, laggy player? To be honest, all BDS, they are kind of all laggy players. I think Venus BDS probably has the smoothest running server, but Lai and Anuki, they're both laggy players. Now, Anuki got upset with me because I kicked his in a showdown and then he accused me of trolling players. All I said to him was good game. So again, another sore loser. Now, MH7S, again, if you check out the showdowns, you'll see I'm repeatedly killing him, taking the first place and MVP. Okay, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Please do remember to like, share and subscribe. I'm going to leave you with one final showdown of me kicking Venus's up. I'm going to play the most music ever just to piss him off even more.
I am a mountain, I am a tall tree, oh, I am a swift wind, sweeping the country. I am a river, down in the valley, oh, I am a vision, and I can see clearly. If anybody asks you who I am, just stand up tall, look them in the face and say, I'm that star up in the sky, I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it, I'm the world's greatest, and I'm that little bit of hope when my back's against the ropes. I can feel it, I'm the world's greatest. The world's greatest, I am a giant, I am an eagle, oh, I am a lion, down in the jungle. I am a marching band, I am the people, oh, I am a helping hand, I am a hero. If anybody asks you who I am, just stand up tall, look them in the face and say, I'm that star up in the sky, I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it, I'm the world's greatest, and I'm that little bit of hope when my back's up against the ropes. I can feel it, I'm the world's greatest. In the ring of life, I'll reign love. I will reign, and the world will notice I came. Oh yeah, yeah. Darkness, I'll shine a light. Shine a light. And mirrors of success reflect in me. I'm the star in the sky. I'm that mountain peak of high. Said I made it. I'm the world's greatest. I'm that little bit. I'm that little bit.